Hey everybody, welcome to your week 2 reading for the month of January 2022. This reading is going to be for the dates of January 10th, to January 17th. And hold on, oh Lord. Why does it have to be the Tower card that falls? Oh, it's in the reversed. Wait, let me see how it wants to fall. Oh, it is reversed, thank you. Yeah, look at that mirroring with the color. I literally just changed a screen right here. Right, literally 1 second before I came on here. It's a lovely angel. Cute. And here we have the Tower card in reverse. So, okay, so that's good. That's telling me that whatever it is that we are getting some pressure from may not actually crumble as much as it seems like it's going to, even to the point that it's the Tower card, to the point that the Tower card literally flipped out of the deck and fell onto the floor. Here we have the Nine of Cups, which is about wish fulfillment. So things are going better. Oh my God, stop it. Ten of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. Okay. Interesting. 1 minute and 11 seconds. So already, see, guides, the guides don't mince their words and their meanings. So based on what I'm getting, it looks like if you feel like things based on what it looks like are indicating that something's going to fall apart, something's going to go absolutely haywire, it's going to fall through. This is showing it's not, and that you're actually having some form of wish fulfillment, and there is emotional fulfillment in the air, whether or not you're able to perceive of it at the moment. Okay, so I'm excited to see what, at least that's the message that came through already. Let's go ahead and pull some cards. If you're looking for a personal reading or energy healing session via Zoom, please do check out my Etsy information somewhere on this page, okay? Bottom of the deck, let's see. Two of Wands. Okay, this card is giving me, okay, just checking, energy. Splitting the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles, low self-worth. It's carrying a little bit of fear, but also carrying a little bit of told you so. This is your inner voice. Your inner voice from the past is coming through with some low self-worth energies, and it's like told you so. It's like every little thing that pops up makes you freak out a little bit, and this voice pops in like told you so. I told you you shouldn't have dreamed beyond your means. I told you you shouldn't have partnered up with this person. I told you you shouldn't have. And look at this. They're so funny. This Six of Wands is the victory card, but take a look at what it actually looks like. It looks like drama. So they're kind of saying you're being super dramatic about something. Something something is giving you cause for pause. I love that. Something is giving you cause for pause. It's making you feel like things are falling down all around you. You're probably feeling a little bit like Chicken Little, little chiclet, little chiclet, where things were falling. I don't know. I never actually read the full thing. Was it breadcrumbs or something? And the chicken thought the things were falling, the sky was falling, but actually that's a lot of that is your old self-worth stuff, old world feelings, they're saying. So they're giving me this idea that some of these energies are conditioned thoughts from past lifetimes. So long story short, you have the perception that something is pardon the language, but going to shit is what I'm getting. But Spirit is saying you're being a little dramatic. You're not listening to advice. So some of you are not listening to advice, namely advice that's saying chill out, relax. Things are going to be okay, right? And this is the overall energy. Okay, just checking. You see how she like crawls out from that hole, that little hovel, to take a look outward. Okay, all's quiet on the Western Front, just checking. But you know what? Look at this. The Devil card is next. And it's like they're treating it underneath the deck. Wait, let me just check under my desk. Did another card fall that I don't? Just double checking, We have the Devil card here, right? And they're giving. You see how there's the same coloring that we saw with the angels the angel over here, and that we saw with the Tower card, they're saying they understand. They're giving you a break here because they understand why these devil energies here. In other words, this fear-based thinking, this rush to this knee-jerk reaction, these fears, they understand why it's coming into play, because it looks like the sky is falling around you. That's exactly what they're saying. But they're like, look at that, I split the deck and look, it's the same color. They're like, what if instead it's this? Some angel horses trying to rush in and work with you. Instead, you're seeing this color as representing devilish colors. Now they're also saying, what if it's not the devil that you're actually seeing, but it's actually the Ace of Pentacles? You see the mirroring? You can't tell the difference between these two things because your mindset, you know, let me hold on, because I want to feel that frequency. The reason why is they're saying because for some of you, you're having stress. Maybe you're feeling like you're running out of money, you're running out of time, you feel like there's some type of earthly squeeze that's going on. You feel like your reputation is at risk. Whatever this is, they're saying they understand that it's creating pressure for you, and you're feeling like you have to, you know, you feel like you have to make moves because you're seeing the devil instead of the Ace of Pentacles, and they're not giving you a hard time, even though they're like, you're being dramatic, you're not listening. They're not giving you a hard time because they understand that you're dealing with some real world stuff. Hold on. Oh, you're dealing with some real world issues here. And I'm also getting that a lot of you may be feeling like nobody's listening to me. Like, all I want is some comfort. All I want is some validation. All I want is some, well, for some of you, vengeance is what I just got. There's something that you want. All I want is insert here, right? And it's because at the end of the day, you feel like you're not being listened to. Your needs are not being met is what they're saying. They're giving you, like, they want me to pull 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. They're giving you 3 cards. It's almost like we're giving you 3 days. We're giving you 3 months. We're giving you just a little bit more time to get this together, to work on getting to a place of stability in your mind. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some of these cards. These are the Goddess Power cards by Colette Baron-Reid, one of the OGs. Oh, well, look, that card just slipped out. Okay, one of the OGs. I mean, she was around when, I'm talking like Hay House was in its heyday. Oh, yeah, like that. And we had Doreen Virtue at the top. Doreen Virtue. You know, we had, you know, Dr. Wayne Dyer. We had everybody. We still have people now, but I mean, I'm talking like first gen Hay House. Anyway, I love how they had me tell that quick story while they busted this little transition. They're like, yeah, we're creating changes, but we're keeping you distracted. Here's the card I just split the deck, assurance, right? So all is well. They're literally like, sorry if that hurt your ears. They're like, we're gonna rest it right here so you remember all is well. Oh my God, that's what Louise Hay always used to say, all is well. You see, that's what they're saying. Like I said, Spirit doesn't mince words. She always said that, all is well. I remember she passed away while I was in Japan. God bless. Anyway, I'm not crying, you're crying. Okay, so all right, look at these 3 cards. So yes, you are definitely going through your 10 of Swords, but I like it. Your 10 of Swords, but I like it. That's the energy I'm getting. 10 of Swords, look at you being impaled by 10 swords, 10 blades. The 10 of Swords is all about having an ending to a very painful cycle. But what I'm feeling the pain is here, it's like the not being heard, not being listened to, not getting things done, not getting it my way. Why isn't anyone listening? Why doesn't anyone take me seriously? I'm not asking for much. I'm just asking for insert here, right? And it's like nobody's listening, but I like it, right? So it's kind of like chaos. So this is internal Yeah, a little bit of devilish energy in and of itself. You got to make a decision. What is it? What's your commitment to? Is your commitment to the path of least resistance, which may look something like, let's wait, let's listen to spirit, they said it's going to be okay. They said I'm really in my wish fulfillment and emotional fulfillment, but I'm not able to see it because I'm thinking a certain type of way, or my perception. You know, if if you get behind that wholeheartedly, you're going to be at peace. But right now, you're kind of mixed. So that's one of the things that they're calling your attention to. The valorization of strife, the valorization of chaos. If spirit is asking you to have patience, and trust me, I know, because I am not the most patient person, but I am the most patient person. Chaos, right? I'm super patient, too patient, but then some things just throw me over the edge. I'm like, no. And then the Aries part of me comes out, and my tact is out the window. And the guides are like, chill out, because you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot, or you're gonna shoot somebody else. Just kidding about that, you know. but you know, you get the point. And so they're like, relax. So watch this energy, okay? The second thing they're showing is that, again, this wish fulfillment, 9 of emotions, 9 of cups, is relative. If you can have your awakening, there's the lovely awakening. If you can awaken to the fact that all is well already, look at what you do have, right? Yeah, you may be missing some stuff, you know, but there are things that you do have. And if you can focus on that, you can help bring about this healthy lifestyle, is what they're saying. So some of you may be feeling really deprived of something, but it may actually be healthier for you in the long run, right? These other 2 cards, we have communication and the in-between. So this is asking you during this time, whatever this time is where you're feeling this strife, and they are referring to it as the in-between, and also the transition period, the healing period, the timing period, they're saying. So many words. Oh, sorry. My frustration's building because I do not have patience right now with something that I'm going through. So anyway, that is, they're saying that if you can find something to help anchor you, find something to keep you going, find something to, dare I say it, distract you, the D word, you know, not the D we want, but the D we, I guess, deserve, or that we really should be focusing on. But anyway, I love how I just glossed right over that. But yeah, so spirit is saying, in a nutshell, we totally get it. We totally get that this is some bullshit circumstances. We totally get it. Like they're saying, we get it. But there is a reason why, as there always is. There's a reason why you're going through what you're going through, and you're going through it in the way that you're going through it, needing to contort and pivot and be flexible and pull back and then move forward, but pull back. And hey, what are you doing standing there? Move forward. Hey, what are you doing moving? Get back here. You know, it's like, oh, what do you want? Right? It's that, and feeling like you're not being heard, and feeling all of that. They're saying there's a reason, and part of the reason is because, well, my 3D self wants to say they crazy, they meaning the other people, but that's not what spirit wants to say. Spirit wants to say part of the reason is that you are honing your eyesight. So let's take a look at, like, Janelle, where are you getting that? Well, let's take a look here. Thanks. Notice her hair is red. Ding. Got these hues of blue, and then this red. What if I told you this is the same card? This is the same scene. There's red at the top and there are hues of blue. What if I told you this is the same thing? There's red at the top and hues of blue. What if I told you this was the same thing? There's red at the top and, well, a little bit of hues of blue, green, blue-green. What if I told you this is the same thing? Red at the top, hues of blue. Blue-green, blue-green, blue-green. What if I told you these are all the same thing, but the only thing that's changing is your vision, your perspective, your perception of what this is? Which one is the real deal? What if I told you all of it is, but this is what you need to get to? You need to zoom in so close and become so surgical with whatever that you're doing, that you see that, sorry, can you see? Red at the top. And there is blue, but it's just right here. You probably can't see it. But your distortion is so great that you're seeing all sorts of stuff. But, you know, over here is actually what it is. It's like the doctor, 1 or 2. You're like, can I see it again? 1 or 2? 2, okay. And they're like, 1 or 2. You can't even see 1 because you're not there yet, right? And so Spirit is saying, long story short, we're working on ya. And here's the card underneath the deck, knowledge. So whatever it is that you're doing, you're smack dab in the middle of a lesson. And the lesson is designed to make you go through certain things so that you can further define what it is that you want, and so that you can probably learn to surrender, so that you can possibly learn to have gratitude for what it is that you can perceive of, while also knowing that you don't know everything, right? So maintaining that humility. There are all sorts of things. There's also a commitment I'm seeing. There may be somebody in your environment that's teaching you how to go slowly. Look at this. Red, blue. Red, blue. Red, blue, red, blue. Until like things start, really getting distorted. It's like you need to slow down. That's what it is also. Let me get any one of those cards again. You need to start to slow down, is what Spirit is saying. So let's say that you are seeing all of these different variations that I was showing you earlier. You're seeing all these different variations of course I can't find any right now, of the red and blue, because you're vibrating at a certain rate, you're at a certain frequency, there's something going on with you. But there's an element in your midst, could be a person or a situation, something that is actually the perfect stillness. It's like ground zero, and now you see these two colors here. And so at 0 point gravity, it's just like this. You have one item that is blue and one item that is red, but your vision is so skewed that you're unable to see it. So the only thing that you can really say for certain is I see hues of blue. I see hues of blue and red at the top. That's it. But it is red and blue. I see red and blue. And the rest is up to you, Spirit is saying. So if you understand that all things are relative, then what are you going to do to ensure that you can be as balanced as you can, right? As balanced as you can. And look at this card, all this humor. Look at this. It's like she's laughing. She's like, I have a whole mess of colors. I don't know what color is what. I don't know. But at the same time, I'm laughing about it. And then we have this liberation card coming in as well. But it's almost like I don't need to know what the forms are. I don't need it to be perfect. All I need to do is to liberate myself from this chaos that I have that's coming from this attachment to needing to see something in a certain way. And so now you see how this lady looks wise, and she's wearing reds and she's wearing blues, and there are other colors, and it almost doesn't matter because she's already released the need to see what the colors are, what the breakdown is, or for things to be a certain way, or to move, to be heard, or to this and that. And at the bottom of the deck we have the wisdom card. Okay? So for this week, what I'm getting is that you're being asked to pay attention to the stillness. Pay attention to that element in your environment that is pushing your buttons. Why? Because it's introducing a different element of time, a different flow, a different frequency, a different pattern, a different mentality. So all those that I said, the flow, the frequency pattern, all that is a dynamic, energy dynamic. When we get down to the physical, that's when those words, then the words change to suit our level, and it becomes a different mindset, a different mentality, a different psychology, a different behavior, but these are manifestations of these energies, the frequency, the flow, the gradation of what's going on, right? And so long story short, the best way to maneuver this week is to detach. It's like detached. You're tempted. You know that song, Tempted to Touch, Tempted to Touch. Anyway, you're tempted, but because you know why? It almost feels like every time I go to touch whatever this is, it starts to get crazy. It starts to go out of proportion. It's like my energy just alone getting close to it makes it all weird. And that's so funny because as I'm looking now at the card, because I'm actually looking at the screen as I'm doing my thing, but when I look down at the card, look at what we have here. The minute she goes to touch anything or gets close to these dominoes, they start falling. So there's something in your energetic field that is creating an energetic impasse. Right at the bottom, we have the Nine of Swords. Imprisoned thinking, crying in the car, crying on the shower, straight up frustration, depression, stress. This is you creating these issues. You are the dominoes, see? It's like there's something in you that is not a vibrational match to something in you. Part of you wants to put things in motion. You want to get things done. Just as I said that, like you and you connecting with each other, right? There's something in you that is not a vibrational match to another part of you, because part of you wants to be this, you want to rush in, you want to get stuff all in a row. Like, let's get this done. Like, come on, let's do this. I want to make my tracks. Let's do it. But then there's the other part of you that is the dominoes. That is the set of dominoes. And so you have to get on board with yourself. There's some kind of inner work that needs to be done. But until you have the perspective to see what that is and to do it, you're being advised to step back. And in fact, look at the card right underneath. Coming with this pink energy, it is the Eight of Cups, which is all about walking away from something, okay? Right? And it's very ironic because at the bottom of that, they're showing that by taking that walking away approach, you're actually getting into the Chariot and moving forward. So this is, if you're waiting for a sign about what to do, should I stay or should I go? Should I blow up and punch someone in the face? You know who you want to punch. Should I slash tires? Should I, insert here, right? The answer is no. What you need to do is detract, extract yourself, surrender, and walk away from whatever it is. Walk away from needing to control it. That comes in with the energy of wisdom. But in so doing, you're giving yourself full speed ahead. Because remember, the only reason why you're feeling this impasse, so to speak, is because you are fighting you on an internal level, and it's manifesting outside of you as you trying to get stuff done, but there being someone or something in your environment that is creating a blockage. So let me just cut to the chase and let me ask you, do you have issues with deservability? Do you have low self-worth issues? Is there a part of you that suffers from imposter syndrome? Do you have an unhealthy relationship with abundance? Because that's what's the impasse here. You get your wish fulfillment, but you're blocking it, right? You may think, oh, I don't deserve this, or I can't have nice things, or I can't, and you may not even realize that you're doing it. Okay, so please do start. What is this? I'm just getting Splitsville here. What is this? All right, this is the 10 of Wands. Yes, still in the reverse. So something, again, is not going to be closing down. But I want to turn it around to this because they're saying they do want you to close something down. They do want you to end stuff. But it's your way of thinking. It's your way of being. Look at how many times you're tooting the horn of your poverty consciousness, your scarcity awareness, all of this stuff. You're speaking things into your existence that is holding you back. So please go inward and monitor and become aware of how your outlook on your deservability is actually pretty skewed, whether or not you're actually aware that you're doing it at this third dimension, okay? Anyway, if you'd like to further explore and you'd like a personal reading, you can feel free to reach out. I also do energy healings and actually anything you need. So you guys know the list, okay? So go ahead and you can hit me up on Etsy. Mwah. Okay? Until then, enjoy your week, guys. Bye.